Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am a little late filming September favorites, but since I didn't film August favorites, I knew I had to come on here and get a video up because what the heck is wrong with me? Speaking of what the heck is wrong with me, I suffer from depression and anxiety issues, and I don't always feel up to filming, and that's something that I've been dealing with and have been dealing with since my divorce. Really kind of a private topic, but it's something that I want to be open about. So if you're ever like, why doesn't she love us? Why isn't she here? That's why. How many times can I say, I'm not editing anything? Tough. Okay, monthly favorites. I'm going to start with face. I have my basket of goodies here. I don't know why I was so late jumping on the bandwagon for this. Probably because I have so many other foundations I've been trying very, like, you know, studiously. I don't know. I've been trying to use up. And I am in 840 CoverGirl. This is Natural Beige. This foundation is beautiful. It really reminds me a lot of the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but I actually like this more. Pretty much everything that I've been using is drugstore. I have been using the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat Powder Foundation. I'm in SMP 3 Natural. And it looks like this. And this is a super full coverage powder. So I don't feel... This is really hard to explain. It is full coverage if I wanted to just use it with powder. And sometimes I do when I use like a BB cream. But it doesn't look cakey on the face. It's hard to explain. So I've really been enjoying that. I do tend to get a little shine even with the CoverGirl and the powder. So I keep this in my purse. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. And this is 001 Translucent. I think I've worn away like little symbol that used to be on here. I really like these Rimmel powders. They're some of my favorite. I never used this. I've had it forever. And I didn't really use it a lot because I didn't like a really pink highlighter. But now that I'm wearing a more vivid, plummy blush, I really actually come to like a pretty pink highlight. So I've been enjoying that. And then I've never had a Jordana blush before. I don't go to Kmart that often, and I just happened to stop in because I wanted to go get something Martha Stewart that I used to buy there, and then I got there and they don't even sell Martha Stewart anymore, which lets you know how long it's been since I was in a Kmart. But anyways, I went to a Kmart and I found these Jordana blushes, and I just picked up one, but I think they were like $2, really cheap, and I picked this one up because it really reminded me of MAC Plum Foolery, and I got it home and swatched it, and Plum Foolery is more brown. This is definitely more of a rose, which makes sense because the name is Blushing Rose number 37, and I love this. Absolutely love it. It's all I've worn all month. I thought for sure I was going to pull out my NARS Matahari. I thought for sure I was going to pull out my MAC Plum Foolery and all these other colors that I have that are so beautiful. These beautiful fall time colors. And literally all I reach for is this Jordana blush. I love it. It's my absolute favorite. It's so pigmented. It goes on. I actually find putting it on with a big fluffy powder brush is the best way for me because then it goes on a little bit more diffused. But I really love it. And considering that it's cheap makeup, it says right on it, made in the USA, which I really appreciate because none of the Wet n Wild stuff is made in America. It's all made in China. And no offense to anybody who's from China who's watching these. I don't know, every time somebody says no offense, then they say something offensive. But you know, with all the product recalls and everything that come out of products from China, I'm always concerned about, especially like lip products or eye products. Like, I have the NYX Butter Glosses, which I love, but I noticed on the packaging that they're all made in China. And like every time I put it on my lips now, I'm like, oh, wonder if there's lead in it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I really appreciate that this is made in America, and it is so cheap, and it's such a high quality product. I'm definitely going to look into more of these. I never make it to a Kmart, but when I do, these are awesome. That's it for face. Moving on to eyes. I ran out, my Wet n Wild bit the dust, and I didn't want to go buy MAC Black Track. I had heard really good things about this Essence Gel Liner in Midnight in Paris, and I think I got this in July, and hands down this is the best cream gel eyeliner I've ever used. I've used quite a bit of it. I use it every day. I don't wing out my eyes because I do have such hooded eyes, but I still draw on the top where I want to put my false lashes, you know, to cover the base. So I still do use this every day. I would not recommend this for inside the waterline. It is too creamy, but as far as like lining your upper eyes, this is absolutely my favorite, and this is the only liner I'm going to repurchase from now on. So, really enjoying that. I've been wearing two different eye looks this month. One is shimmery, which is a little bit different for me. Typically I go for a matte eye because my eyes are so hooded, but I have been wearing this L'Oreal Infallible in Bronze Taupe. I love these Infallibles. They're my favorite of all my eyeshadows. And this color is super beautiful. And I wear that all on the lid and underneath. And then to accentuate that, I have been wearing this Physicians Formula, which hasn't gotten a lot of love from me in the past. It's something that I got free with coupons probably a year and a half ago. And I didn't think it was all that fantastic. But considering that this is so pigmented, it's kind of nice to have a less pigmented, shimmery kind of accent. I use the black to deepen up the hood area. I use this color as a blend out color for this, and I use either the pink or this goldy color as a highlight, and this whitish color is the inner corner. With a hooded eye and an eye this shimmery, I do have to wear false lashes with it or it looks really retarded. So that's the only thing I have to say about a shimmery eye. You do have to wear false lashes, I think, with a super hooded eye. But I wear fake lashes when I wear matte eyeshadow anyways, so what's the difference? I wear fake eyelashes to go to the gym. Sometimes I get there and I like give him my card and I think he's like, really, lady? Really? Do you like, you're probably at the gym and you're like, what idiot does their makeup to go to the gym? I do. And you're probably at Walmart and you're like, oh, and I see other people like in their pajamas and stuff at Walmart. I'm not that girl. I'm not, I don't go to the grocery store without my hair done. And I think that is depression and anxiety issues. I don't feel comfortable enough with myself to go out of the house without my war paint. Like, I need a full face of war paint to be able to face my day. I don't know. Moving on. This is really raved about on YouTube, so I picked it up, and it is an entirely matte quad from L'Oreal. As I know it to be, it's the only entirely matte quad. And I hated it at first. I really hated it. It's not super pigmented to to how I like eyeshadows to be, like MAC or the Balm or even those L'Oreal Infallibles. Those are crazy pigmented, and when you put those on your eyes, it really builds up intensity. And this L'Oreal Quad is not super duper pigmented, but it is really creamy and it does blend really well. Particularly this shade up at the top, this blending shade, what I would use to blend out what I put on the hood, is really quite pretty. But these, like a lot of drugstore eyeshadows, particularly I'm thinking of like the Maybelline ones that are just not the shimmery ones, just the plain ones, it needs something underneath in order to kind of build it up. And so I've been using these Jordana pencils. I think these are new, and once you take the seal off, the color is gone, but it's the beige one and the brown one. I don't love these. They are inexpensive. I definitely like the NYX pencil, jumbo pencils, much better, but I have these and I've been using them with this, and that's what I've been wearing on my eye, and that's what I am wearing today. You can kind of see, I mean, you could see more of it when I put, but like when my eyes just relaxed, that's really all you see. So that's what I'm wearing, and I have been enjoying a matte chocolate eye. I know a lot of people are into the nude eye with the bold lip, but I just, with a hooded eye, I do not like myself with no eye makeup. I feel like my bags just jump out at everyone when I don't have eyeshadow on. The only high-end product I've really been using this month, and I use it every month and never talk about it because I should do like an all-time favorites video, but I've been using the Bobbi Brown Corrector Concealer in light to medium bisque. This is an all-time favorite for me. A lot of products I don't think are worth the department store price, but this I absolutely do think is worth the department store price. So, and I would say this is at least a year old. Like, I would say this is a year and a half old. And because I only dab it and use it like right here, it lasts forever. So, love that. As an all-over concealer, my favorite, I never hear anyone talk about these, is the Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter. Mine is in 245 light, and I really quite like this. I do not find that it's creasy. I do find that it gives me a glow. It's almost got a pinky tone to it, so I do find it very brightening, and I've just really been enjoying it. So I would definitely pick this up, and I would definitely purchase this. And all the time, Rimmel's on 40% off, and Rimmel's already one of the cheapest brands at the drugstore. So I would say you can get this for, if you have a coupon, free. Without a coupon, $2 or $3 all the time it goes on sale. So definitely would repurchase that. I've pretty much been wearing one lip look all month, but there a couple of days that I did veer from that. I saw Emily Noel 83 did a video where she talked about berry lip but done with a lip gloss, and she had one from the Flirt line, which is sold at Kohl's, and I don't need to purchase another lip gloss, but I saw that I had this CoverGirl Wet Slicks in 556. This is in Blackberry Splash. And I have to say, I think I got the same look that she showed with this. So I kept this in my purse, and typically I do a more involved lip before I leave the house, and then I forget to put whatever lip combination I was using in my bag, and so I just end up reapplying with this once I'm out and about. So really happy with that. There was a couple of days that I wore a nude-ish lip, but I just, my Myth and my Creme de Nude and even my Angel and any of those, I just don't really feel like are appropriate for fall. So my favorite matte is a Revlon lipstick, and it is matte in Mauve It Over. And this is a darker nude. So I just feel like it's more seasonally appropriate for me. And then my favorite lip look has been a little bit more involved. Either lip liner I've been wearing is either MAC Beat, which I'm sure everybody has this. I don't actually find this that creamy. That's Beat there. I actually prefer this color, Jordana Easy Liner in Plush Plum. And that's the Plush Plum there. I actually prefer that. And then I line all of my outer sections, everything but the center. And then over that, I put Revlon 745 Raspberry Bite. I never hear anyone talk about this color, and it is the most beautiful berry. You can see that I hit that hard this month. And how crazy pretty is that? That's there. Like, it kind of feels like a Tom Ford lipstick. It's kind of got that weighty feel to it, but it is a bleeder, so you do have to really line, like right here. You have to line it in well. Otherwise it will bleed out. But then I just kind of go over the outside. And then in the very center, this is from the limited edition Maybelline collection, 990 Fuchsia Fierce. That's what that looks like. And I've been wearing that kind of like in the very center. So that is around the edges, and that's in the center. And I think it just creates a really full 3D lip effect. Like, it just makes my lips look really big, and I get to do the berry lip, but it kind of tones down the intensity by putting a tiny bit of pink in the center. So that's what I've been wearing, and that's what I've been loving. I did want to go over this necklace. Lisa D1 showed this. It is a Betsy Johnson necklace, and I'm pretty obsessed with it. I wear it all the time, and they've been showing that chains are in for fall time, and this is my perfect accessory, especially now that my clothes have gotten a little bit baggy. I love this to kind of, I don't know, make it look like I'm working with it. So I'm really been enjoying that. That's my monthly favorites. On a personal note, somebody asked me how the weight loss was going. It's going. I'm pretty excited. I am down 27 pounds, so that's woohoo. I am back down to the denim size that I was when I was at my fattest in college. So, that's sort of like a backhanded accomplishment. You know, I'm down to the fattest that I was when I was in college. But I'm very thankful that I'm in normal clothes. Not that plus size clothes aren't normal clothes, but yeah, it's nice to be able just to go and buy something in the rack, you know, and it's also cheaper. Clothes are cheaper. That has been kind of annoying. I've had to buy some new clothes that I necessarily couldn't afford to purchase, didn't want to purchase because, I'm sorry, I'm getting yelled at for playing my hair. I lost weight. So I did lose 27 pounds. I did not have a lot that fit me. I had to go out and buy some work clothes. I had to go out and buy some things. I've lost weight before, so I know eventually I'm even going to lose a shoe size. This is not my first rodeo. I am a yo-yo. So this time I'm going to keep it off, like everybody says. Anyways, those are my September favorites. That's my weight loss update. I've not been at any point sane or rational, and it's pretty much life as usual. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I am going to go return something at the mall that I bought, and it's too big for me because I didn't try it on and I've lost weight, but that's a good thing. So I'll see you later. Goodbye, YouTube.